I rang you because I was late. I had a doctor's appointment.
You did. Hemorrhoids playing up again. Roid rage. You got roid rage and road rage.
Poke them back in again. That'll be fine. I saw my skin doctor.
Ah, yeah.
And while I was there, it did occur to me that I did take the time to put on my good underpants.
And you're seeing a skin doctor.
Well, if you're going there knowing you're going to get down to your underpants, do you knowingly put on a pair of underpants?
Yeah, I think so.
You go, I can't wear those ones that are nearly worn out. You've got to wear your good underpants that people are going to see you in.
Takes you back to the 80s when I was dating Glenn. You'd put on your good underpants and you think you're going to get any kind of action. You wouldn't want to put on your holy ones, would you?
Have you got good ones now?
No.
You got sourdough ones?
Yeah, they get holes in them and Kieran throws them out.
You don't throw them out?
Oh, I do sometimes.
Guys are like that. Guys will keep them forever.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I had my tidy whities on.
Ooh.
Yeah, I thought,
because as a skin expert, you've got to take all your clothes off, don't you, basically?
Yeah.
Don't do undies.
Yeah. Haven't you ever been to a doctor like that?
Yes. Yeah,
Rosemary.
Rosemary's my skin specialist.
Little inside information. I'm now lobbing to a piece of stand-up for Dave. Oh, didn't you do didn't you have a...
Yes.
A check recently?
Yeah, sorry. The woman said, we've got to make a mole map. And she said, where should we start? And I said, Sandra from Mulgrave. That's it.
That mole, the word mole.
The mole is a funny word, though.
But no one's called a mole anymore.
No, it's very 70s, 80s. The mole patrol.
What's she like? A bit of a mole.
Bit of a mole. See, in England, they would say slag or trollop.
Yeah.
And slut is too harsh.
That's a terrible word.
It's too harsh. But mole's kind of funny.
Oh, it's pretty rough around the edges, though, mole.
Kylie Mole.
You're right.
That's who made it sort of famous, wasn't it? Mole.
Yeah, well, did you think it took it out of being a pretty disgusting word? Because if you called a girl at school a mole, she was like sexually loose.
Yeah, hurtful. Yeah. Or a mole can just be a bit mean too. She's a tough old mole.
Oh yeah, right. So she doesn't suffer fools.
When I did a gig at a school, someone said this to go, just make sure you talk about the moles in the front office, and I always go, where are the moles in the front office? Here they are, because they're always older women. The tough old mole in the front office, I
was with a guy once, and it was the first time I was quite young, and my brother's friend in a car, and he was the first person I saw do road rage, and I heard him go, get out of the way, you old mole. And I thought, oh, wow, that's...
Well, the thing that the kid across the road used to say about some of the girls on the street, she's a frigid mole. And that's an oxymoron.
Yeah, you can't be a frigid mole.
No, you can't be frigid
both ways.
You can't be frigid and be a mole.
Yeah. Anyway, so I went to see the skin doctor. Yeah. And here's something you can learn. Now, please don't judge me for this, but I had a wart.
Oh, warts are fine.
It's pretty, horrible.
Well, they're the area of witches and stuff, aren't they? Witches have warts.
And I said, "What's this here on my back?" Because Selena had pointed it out to me. And she said it was like some sort of wart that only old people get, which made me feel even worse.
Old people wart.
Old people wart.
Pamplona.
Isn't it? Pamplona.
Is that what they're called?
That's a place in Spain, isn't it?
Yes, where the bulls run down the street.
And I said, well, can you burn it off for me? Because I was going to get my face done. And I said, can you burn these ones off my back? She goes, I can't do that.
Why not? With the freeze dry.
She'll do my face, but she won't do my back.
The dry ice.
And it's because with the Medicare, Medicare?
Yeah.
They can't do anything that is cosmetic. So they won't cover cosmetic.
Wow.
So if it's not a threat to you, you can't get it removed by the government.
It's a shame I was going to get my boobs done.
Well, I guess that's fair enough. If it is cosmetic.
God, how much Botox is there out there? There's a lot of girls with big lips, like the Kardashians.
Yeah, but the good work, we've talked about this before.
You can't tell.
I won't talk about my partner.
You can't tell.
No, good work you can't tell.
No.
People look... And
it's
go
overboard.
Yeah, but that's when they go overboard. If you do it properly...
I don't even know if it's Botox. It's something that they got. Anyway.
Yeah, but if they get it... It's like anything. If you dye your hair too much, if you get your teeth whitened too much, if you get too much tan, you look like an idiot.
True.
You're tanorexic.
It's true.
And Botox is the same. If you overdo it thinking you look good, you don't. Hello, everybody. Hello. We see you. We know you don't look good. Anyway, back to my point. I went to the skin doctor. Everything was good. And she wouldn't burn off my warts on my back. So, if you ever see me in the street, scream across the street.
Blame her.
If you see me down the beach, run away from me going, oh,
warty back. And then you can say you've had trauma and then it can be taken off because
Yes.
that's not cosmetic, it's actually psychological, and
Yeah.
claim it, surely.
Yeah, surely you can.
Mm.
But anyway, I was in my tidy whities,
Mm.
wouldn't get my warts burned off, and I was chatting, and I think I chat a bit too much in the doctors.
Really?
I think because I'm a bit nervous, maybe I talk too much.
Yeah. The doctor said to me the other day, I do have another patient. I'm like, oh, yeah, sorry. I gotta go.
I don't know. She had a whole room full of patients, and I watched them going in, and I'm going, he's going to take all his clothes off in front of her.
It's a weird job.
It's a weird job. They must see bodies that are...
Oh, awful.
And, some, like...
But good bodies, too. They'd see what... Well,
not that many. There aren't that
no,
many good
not
bodies
many.
left. There used to be back in the 70s, everyone had a good body.
Everyone was
when
in
everyone
shape.
smoked, that's when... I'm not condoning smoking, don't get me wrong.
Quick. Play the music, Sam.
Yeah.
Play it. There we go.
Welcome to Somehow Related Now. Please welcome your hosts Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
Here we are. Glenn's had his skin check. And I'm doing Adelaide the long weekend. Come and see me.
They're correct. So that's as exciting
That's a
as our
segue.
lives are. That's a segue. You're doing Adelaide,
Yeah, the Fringe Festival.
and I've had my warts checked.
Come and see me 8th, 9th and 10th, I think it is, at the Gluttony. It's open air. It's good. It's great in the next to the garden there. Anyway, I'm looking forward to Adelaide. I always enjoy it there.
I got a wart on my elbow. Look.
Have you? Oh, my God, look at that. Did you get that burn off, or is that
Well,
cosmetic?
here's what was my argument with her.
Yeah.
I said, you burnt this off last week. She goes, yeah, I know, I shouldn't have.
Gee, don't
And
tell anyone.
you know what? You know what he did?
Hmm.
I said quietly, will you do it for cash?
Yeah, what'd she say?
Oh, I can't do that. I can't
Ah,
do that. Come on.
on.
It takes you one little squirt. Psst, psst.
You got to go to a dodgier person.
What would you, I reckon $50 a wart?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I wouldn't pay $100 for a wart.
That's her dinner money? Come on.
Well, just take it. Don't tell anybody. I won't get,
No, you
weirded
don't.
out.
You used to talk about it on the podcast.
Anyway,
So,
I'm sorry I brought the tone down. We're talking about warts, but it is the reality of life. We all have weird things growing on. I want to ask her, how many different things can you have growing on your body?
A good point.
I mean, obviously, there's a lot of different cancers.
Well, there's pimples, there's warts, there's boils,
boils up.
moles. Yeah, good question, actually.
I reckon there would be, not hundreds, but there'd be...
All right, who's the king at the party? You know, and Pimples obviously,
good. Yeah.
Pimples obviously in the underage section having an orange juice.
Yeah, I think they're having trouble getting in.
Moles are like at the bar smoking, I reckon, like old moles. Like, bloody, I said, hey, you little shit Pimples, get out of here. And then I reckon...
And warts come in, they're like a nuggety tough guy.
What, yeah.
What are you fucking looking at, mate? What's your fucking problem?
No, the wart and the boil have a fight. They punch together.
Oh, but when the boil really lets go, it's just ugly what he does. It's really gross.
Awful.
Yeah.
Awful.
Oh,
Can't think of any other skin lesions that we can bring in.
Yeah. There's skin flaps too.
Yeah, they'd be flaky. They'd be flaky.
They'd probably just, no one's talking to them.
Nah. The blind pimple hidden in the corner.
I get, what about a blackhead?
Oh, the blackhead. The black will recover.
The blackhead, what's the blackhead?
Yeah.
He's a tough guy.
Mean and nasty.
Mean and nasty. And he's hard to get to know.
And have you seen the blackhead? No, there he is. He just appears out of nowhere. There he is.
What about, is the ingrown hair part of this party? Probably, isn't it?
No, that's like an affliction. Not terrible ingrown hair.
Where do you get them? You get them on your, anywhere, do you?
Yeah. Well, sort of in your nose and stuff. I've had one. I think in your nose, maybe.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
On your chin.
Anyway, it'd be a good party.
What a party. We should get our topics.
Yeah,
Do we
please.
had our topics? No, we haven't. We've got to get two
We
topics.
had the music. We
Yeah,
talked about my
we talked
warts.
about that, but we've got to get our topics and work out how they are related for anyone who's just joined in.
Yeah.
Maybe-
Somehow related.
Maybe someone's Googled warts and has just come across this podcast.
No, it's not in the title. Warts isn't in the title, what we're doing.
No, it's not. You're right.
It's
Maybe it's a word search. AI. You never know, Glenn. AI.
Sam is listening.
Will she give us something to do with warts?
I don't think she would.
What
She's
other
not tacky like
What
that.
are the topics, Sam?
Being lost at sea in the Jubilee Clip.
Hang on,
Wow.
that's a bit. We've never had like a sentence before.
Being lost at sea? We might have. And the Jubilee Clip, you know what? I know what that is because my plumber showed me it. I think we call it like a fastener or a pipe kind of.
Oh, were you annoying the plumber?
Yeah, no, he said I've got to show you how to fix this because you can't keep calling me back. I'll teach you how to unblock.
What you need is a Jubilee.
No, the Jubilee clip was already on there. So that's the clip that goes around the hose. We often know it as just like a hose clip.
And it makes it go tight so it won't come off.
Yeah, it's great. It's a bit of metal.
Yeah.
It's
with a
strap of metal in a circle.
Yeah.
And then there's a screw and a thing on the top that tightens it.
Yeah, okay, got it.
And it's a great invention when you think about it because it can tighten the whole plastic hose around the metal output or something.
Maybe this is the answer, but it's a weird name to call a clip.
I think that's British, the Jubilee
Taking
clip.
itself a bit seriously. I mean, it's just a clip for a hose, and it's calling it the Jubilee Clip.
Yeah, I think in Australia we just call it a hose clip. If you went to Bunnings and said, "G'day, mate, where are the Jubilee clips?" They go, "What?" But if you said, "Where's the hose clips?"
What is Jubilee? That's like every 10 years or 25 years, isn't it?
What
Is
is
it?
it?
It's the Jubilee.
The Jubilee.
Did the Queen do something Jubilee?
Yeah, and Scouts you do a Jubilee too.
Is it 50 years?
I don't know.
I don't know what it is. What did he teach you? What did you learn? You were fixing your toilet?
Washing machine? It's when the water comes out, okay? When the water comes out. And the water comes out a very small outlet. And because I've got kids and stuff, it will get clogged by like a paper clip, buttons, rubbish.
So this is the stuff coming out of your out of your
washing machine, clothes, washing machine.
And it won't fit in the hose.
It won't fit in the hose. And so the Jubilee clip holds the plastic hose onto the output of the washing machine.
So what was his advice to you?
He said, I'll just show you how to...
How to take it off?
Take the Jubilee clip off, take the hose off, clean it all out and put it back in. Bob's your uncle.
Hey, Dad, what are you doing out in the laundry? What do you say? I'm fixing the Jubilee.
Oh, I'm fixing the bloody washing machine.
I am... Hey, son, come here. I'll teach you something.
I did a routine about it. I'll do it at the end if we're lost running. I used to do a routine about it, actually, because I ended up doing it. It ended up happening so often that I did it quite a bit.
What do you mean, the Jubilee clip?
Yeah. That's the only reason I know what a Jubilee clip is.
It does feel very satisfying when you work something out, and then when you see the problem, you can fix it pretty easily.
You know who's got a lot.
I would imagine, though, the Jubilee clip, so is it a screwdriver or is it a bolt?
Screwdriver. It's a flathead, the one that I've got.
Flathead, right.
Yeah. You know who'd have experience in Jubilee clips? Your brother.
Yeah,
Phil.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Who taught
I don't
me-
think he listens to this podcast. Neil listens, but I don't think Phil does.
Phil talked me through a washing machine issue on the phone once, helped me fix it. It's very good. Very good.
He's very good. He did the same for me. I did it at FaceTime.
FaceTime.
I had a soap ball.
Oh, yeah, soap ball, that's right. Yeah.
And it's really scary. The machine goes, you know what? I can do a lot of things, but I cannot get rid of a soap ball.
No, I can't deal with
And
soap
if you
ball.
don't know what a soap ball is, it's a big ball of soap that you can't drain away.
You should have stuck that on your back and went to the skin specialist. Try and get that off. Oh my God, what is that? It's the Hunchback of Notre Dame's
Yeah, he
turned
talked
up.
me through it, and I felt very proud. And I was embarrassed that I'd done it, and I wanted to be in the laundry talking to Phil because I didn't want Selena to find out that I'd broken
The soap ball.
yeah. And I'd be like, how do you fix it? What do you do?
Yeah,
How do you do?
what do you
And you know what you do? When you put the washing machine on, and when it goes into the water coming in, no, when it starts the cycle, he said, this is going to sound weird. I want you to go to your fridge and get a bottle of milk.
Oh, that's right. You told me this.
Yeah, and you pour milk into where the...
Detergent goes?
Yeah, I think so. And it's kind of like the...
Breaks up the ball.
Yeah, it's kind of the... what's the word? Antidote.
Maybe we should get Phil onto the big pile of rubbish in the ocean. Maybe he could fix that for us. You know the big pile of rubbish that floats around in the ocean? That's like a giant soap ball sort of thing, isn't it?
It's all made of plastic.
Oh, okay. Well, similar. I don't know. Okay, so what else can we say about Jubilee clips?
What are they made of? They're made of metal.
Metal.
Are they also made of nylon? Plastic?
Sometimes they can be, but they tend to be all metal. The one I've got's all metal, Glenn, but they're often wrapped around a nylon hose or a plastic hose. So they have to deal with hose. What are the other clips that we know of? Let's go through the clips of the world. Paper clips.
Bull nose. What do you call
The
it?
bull nose clip.
Is it a bull nose?
Yeah. I like that one.
Yeah, I use that for my tax.
Oh, you got the bull nose clip?
Yeah, but I've got various sizes in my drawer.
Oh.
I go, this is a big file. I'm going to have to go to the big bull nose.
You don't get the paper clip.
I'm not a paperclip guy.
No.
I'm either a staple, bang, done. There's something temporary about a paperclip.
Yeah.
Because you imagine that you give it to you and they think it's stuck together. All of a sudden it's flying over the floor and I worry about my... do you still do your tax on paper?
No, it's on computer. Oh, no, I do my receipts. Yeah, my receipts are often with a bull...
In these day and age, we still have to do
Receipts.
it with paper.
Yeah, I think not everyone does. Maybe we just do it. But, what are the other clips? The big metal clips too. You know the ones... Imagine you're in primary school and the teacher's pinned your bit of paper onto the easel. Those big metal clips that go on the top of the easel.
Oh, yeah. With the hole in the top, they can hang on a nail.
I think they're just called steel clips or something. There's metal clips. Or
Oh,
something.
they were very important at school.
Oh, got one on your tongue, not good.
Oh, yeah.
Or on your finger. Oh.
Yeah.
They snap, wouldn't they? They snap.
Yeah, and that meant that they could put them onto one of those not cork boards. Were they like cork?
Yeah.
And they could put the bit of paper underneath it. See, nowadays they have whiteboards and they have
Well,
probably...
they still do on paper. I think.
Do they?
Paint. Oh, my kid brought home some macaroni glued to a bit of cardboard one day. I'm like, we did that in the 70s.
Bit of macaroni.
Yeah, make a macaroni art, like...
Nothing wrong with the old school.
No.
But,
Dry pasta.
Yeah.
I said, how old's your art teacher? She's old, Dad. Yeah, I reckon.
I reckon she would.
Old mole. Back to the start.
That's a nice callback.
The old mole with the macaroni art. What else can we say about clips, honestly? Jubilee. What a great invention. I credit to whoever invented it.
I just think they got a bit carried away with their name, and maybe that will come out. Well, Sam will explain, but they got a bit taking themselves a little bit too seriously. Because you're not.
Whereas hose clip would have been fine.
Because if the Queen came out for some Jubilee,
and
she went, and I also like to launch the Jubilee Clip, put it around your hose, and wind it, and you go, boring.
Yeah,
Did you ever drink out of the hose when you were a kid?
I loved it.
Have you tasted it recently?
Yeah. I talk about it in stand-up how it was like our Gatorade. It was always warm with a hint of plastic. Oh, yeah.
You know that thing, I saw a thing on Instagram the other day about hoses that are left in the sun and kids who pick them up and squirt themselves, and that it can get incredibly hot, burning hot.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I still drink out of the front garden tap, and my kids laugh at me, but I still drink out of the front garden tap.
I reckon if you were playing out the front and you would climb up trees and you're riding your bully cart and you're riding your bike and you pull up at someone's place and you wouldn't go inside. Just go to the front tap.
The front tap's fine.
Oh, hang on a second. Just go have a drink. Come on, hurry up. I'm having a drink. I'm really thirsty. Oh.
Well, let's talk about being lost at sea. Ever been lost at sea? Have you ever been lost at sea?
No, the only reason I'm saying that, hesitating, is because they made the papers. I know when I saved the kids in the.
Oh yeah, that wasn't being lost at sea though.
Well, I think the mother. No, the mother didn't even, but the paper did. The paper sort of wrote it up the right. What happened was, I've told the story before, is that they were about 10 foot off the edge. The mother had long pants on, so I just walked out and pulled the little dinghy they were in back to the mother. Someone saw it and reported it to the news at 3AW, and then they put it on their rumour file, and then they wrote a news article out of it. And by the time it got to the papers, I'd swum out a kilometre to save these kids who had lost at sea.
Wow.
And you know what?
You're a hero.
Oh, I'm Australian of the Year. Seriously. I should be. Being lost. I've read books about being lost at sea. I do find it. There's a couple of podcasts about being lost at sea. And the thing that always comes up, guess what the thing that always comes up? If you've been lost a long time.
What do you eat? What do you drink?
Cannibalism.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So and so we always think of that Tom Hanks movie where he's shipwrecked. Castaway.
Wilson!
The volleyball.
Well, okay, let's just go back one. If you were lost at sea, reading the stars is helpful.
Yeah. You got to catch fish.
Yes. Getting in the right currents.
Yeah.
Looking for a passing ship.
Because there was that fisherman from South America who ended up on a Pacific island and he was lost at sea for a long time.
What was the Kon-Tiki
tour? Yeah.
The famous Kon-Tiki tour.
Yeah. The original Kon-Tiki, the guy made the boats and
yeah. We read that book in school.
Yeah, great book. I love that book.
Really?
Yeah,
wasn't it the same every day?
It was a movie too. They made a movie about it. Yeah, he was like a Danish or Swedish Thor. Oh
yeah, that's right.
And he had this theory that the Vikings settled the Pacific Islands, and so he made a boat and then sailed it to the Pacific Islands, didn't he? That was Kon-Tiki.
Yeah, I think it was.
And then
did he live?
And now
he wrote the book. He had to.
And now as we speak, there's 22-year-olds getting pissed in Thailand on Kon-Tiki tour. They don't even know the origin story of the Kon-Tiki.
Disrespectful to the Kon-Tiki tour.
Yeah, I watched a movie about it maybe about 10 years ago. They made a movie about it, about the actual Kon-Tiki guy, because he was one of those crazy guys.
Yeah, well, he can go out there and be crazy if he wants. What about the Life of Pi?
Oh, I've seen that with the.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
it is an imagination? Or is it?
Yeah, I think it is.
Is there a tiger on there or something?
Yeah, there's a tiger on there. That's a famous book.
He's on acid or something.
Yeah, on the drugs, man, on the drugs. So if we're in a lifeboat me and you, right? So, say we're on a cruise ship. We're doing the summer-related cruise.
Yeah, hey, that's a good idea. I know people who are doing that. A friend of yours...
Oh, plenty of people doing cruise ships. So
No. A friend of yours is doing... Can I say this? I can. They're booking out resorts and having the podcast.
Oh, Carl Chandler. Yeah, the Ding Dong Club. Yeah. They used to do it in the Dum Dum Club. Yeah.
So they book out... I couldn't believe he was doing that. They book out
Thai
a resort.
Yeah.
And then they turn up like, gurus.
We could do it with them if you want.
But is it more... That's just the one...
No, they get other podcasts along. They had the Dollop there one year, I think. Yeah.
Oh, really? No, I don't do it.
You don't do it?
No.
Well, we'll go on a cruise ship. Well, the summer-related cruise ship.
God. You can't get away.
No, I know. I've never been on one, but...
what's his name?
Well, Wilbur Wild, friend of yours.
Yeah, he goes on.
He goes on cruise ships all the time, and they have Frankie J, and they have like Mondo Rock, and they have a Rock on the Boat.
If you love to be social, which I don't,
I think
you'd love it. You'd love it.
Well, anyway, we're on the cruise ship. Something happens. Me and you get put on the lifeboat.
Hang on. I've been funny up the front. I do a funny joke and go, I'm the king of the world. I hang off the front. And Glenn, don't hang out so far. Don't be stupid.
Glenn,
I'm the king of the world.
Glenn, we took 300 fans on the P&O summer-related cruise ship. They're all dead. We're the only survivors, me and you. Be a little bit respectful.
Okay, so the ship is going down. It's gone down.
Like the Titanic. And we're in a lifeboat.
Yeah.
What's the first thing we do? No. Do we try and...
We know each other, obviously. What do we do?
Do we try and save water? Or?
Well, you have a plan.
What's the plan?
Well, you look at your rations.
Okay.
You work out we've got this many litres of water, so we only allowed this much water per day.
We try and get a signal on the phone.
We've probably got a couple of chocolate bars.
Yeah.
So you get one bite of your chocolate bar per day.
You'd have your pasty and you probably wouldn't share it with us.
That was from last week,
yes.
wasn't it? I'd have a little pasty.
I'd have some twisties. I wouldn't give them to you.
Yeah.
Dave, what are you eating over there? No,
seaweed.
Seaweed.
Yeah, I was eating seaweed. You would have...
How long would it take, do you reckon, for me and you in a lifeboat to start panicking? Like an hour? 2 hours?
Straight away.
Straight away.
Straight away.
Fair enough.
And then, you would have to work out method to maybe catch fish.
Yeah.
Then you would have to work out if
going to the toilet can just turn around. Like...
I'd say something like, can you stop staring at me? Yeah. I mean, you couldn't play I Spy or anything because there's not much to spot.
And then we just have to tell stories to each other. But I've heard all your stories, so it'll just be like,
God,
I've heard that one.
Yeah.
You know what they do in that jungle show, which is in at the moment with Geraldine Hickey and Zach Tui, the great Geelong player. They talk about, and I've noticed this, they talk about what they're going to eat when they get out. So we do a lot of that, wouldn't we, if we're in the boat?
And there's
what's the first meal you're going to have, Glenn?
It's good for you.
What's the first meal you're going to have, Glenn? And you'd be like,
I think what would I have? If I've been at sea...
I'd make a joke. I'd go, seaweed and raw fish.
I wouldn't. I was going to say fish taco, but I wouldn't want a fish taco.
I'd say seaweed, raw fish, and a bit of urine. Yeah. Would you drink your own wee-wee?
Did Kate Langbrook not do that live on radio?
No, she did. Yeah, I was with her. Yeah. Yeah, because...
Hang on. Let's back up.
Yeah.
How did she get the urine from her body into a cup?
No, just went to the toilet and just, women are very good at squatting and just squatted over a cup or whatever and brought it back out and drank it. Didn't do that in front of us. Offered it around.
And how did she... I felt sick.
I said, I'll pass on the urine, but I'll have some breast milk.
How did she respond to her own urine?
Said it was all right. But, Gandhi drank his own urine.
Did he?
Yeah. Yeah, there's famous people that have drunk their own wee-wee.
You know what? Maybe we would be smart and you would drink mine and I'd drink yours.
Oh, why?
Well, it'd be like dining out. It'd be special.
Gross.
But, I'd say, here we go. And you open your mouth, there you go. Because you can't do it into your own mouth. That doesn't work. But someone else into your... What do they call it?
I don't know. There's a word for it.
Golden shower.
What else can we... Oh, yeah. What else can we say about...
One of my favourite films about being lost at sea. I think this is one of Nicole Kidman's. I'll say who's in it. Nicole Kidman.
Yeah, Dead Calm.
Isn't that a great film?
I don't know if I've ever seen it, but it's directed by an Australian.
Yeah. It's a horror thriller thing.
That sort of made her a bit, didn't it?
I think it did.
Yeah.
Yeah. It must have had a lot. Her hair was really curly then.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Poseidon Adventure.
Great movie. Well, I remember it as being good. I don't know if it was that good.
Open water.
Oh, great movie.
Now, hang on. Was that where it was all about them just floating around the water?
The divers. They left the diving.
Yeah,
Oh, that was
yeah.
scary. Which is based on a Queensland incident, wasn't it?
On the page, it wouldn't be that good. Would it be? Scene 12 opens up again. It's flat water and they're swimming around still in their scuba gear. They don't know what to talk about. Well, are there any others? I can't think of any others.
We mentioned Castaway, which is great movie.
The worst thing would be if one of us died.
Oh, then I have to eat you.
Oh, I wasn't suggesting
Oh,
that.
okay, sorry. I'd throw you overboard before I ate you.
If you died...
You could attract some sharks and I could hit one on the head.
So if I'm dead, you'd have to...
I'd chuck you overboard. Give you a funeral.
No, you roll me. You just roll me over, and I wouldn't go down. I'd float. You'd feel guilty.
Yeah.
Would you maybe? No. Okay.
Say a few words.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be sad. You know, the other annoying thing would be seeing planes and stuff flying overhead, or seeing a boat in the distance. That'd be really annoying.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, terrible.
And then there's nothing you can do. You would want to have in your bag at least one white T-shirt.
Yeah. To
so
wave.
You can go like that.
Or do a brown eye. Get their attention.
What are you doing? Works every time when I get attention when I'm back home. Everybody sees it.
Well, maybe we should have some thinking music.
Well, you know what? That's interesting.
What?
Why don't we do you and me lost at sea and we resort to cannibalism?
Oh, okay. Oh, boy.
Look at those seagulls hanging around.
We've been on this boat forever, Glenn. I can't believe we're shipwrecked after the summer-related cruise.
I know. And they were loving it, those people.
Oh,
they were quoting parts to us.
I love the smorgasbord, too.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sorry it's come to this, but we're having a cannibalism night tonight, aren't we? We're having that tonight.
Well, we've talked about this, and we did decide that cannibalism is the only way to go.
So I'll offer you 3 bits of my body, you offer me 3 bits of your body. Like a sushi plate.
Yeah, okay. And what you'll do, I'll turn my back, you turn my back,
okay.
and you take the bits off.
All right.
And then you put them on this old bit of wood here, and I'll put mine on.
Like a platter.
Yeah. Here's my presentation.
What have you got for me, Glenn?
I have got for you that's a little toe there. Ooh. That's an appetizer.
Yeah. I'll just lick on that like Fergie getting a. Remember Fergie got a toe?
Yeah.
Ooh,
okay, my turn. What's
that's a bit of ear.
That's a lovely choice.
That's Chopper Reed style. A bit of chop ear, like he chopped his ears
I've got
off.
to be honest, it's a bit chewy.
Bit chewy?
And hang on, there's something. You've got an earring.
Oh, sorry.
You should have taken it out.
Take my earring out.
Oh, God. I could have swallowed that. I could have died.
Sorry. Oh, sorry. So what have you got for me?
I have got, it's my... do you like breast chicken?
Oh, I love the breast. Is this the nipple?
Yes.
Oh, that's the nipple. I'll just suck on that. Bit weird, I got to say. Bit weird.
But it's giving you some sustenance.
Tasty.
Yeah, what's that one there?
Oh, that's just a bit of my skin. A bit like chicken skin. It's all crispy from being in the sun all day. Have a bit of that.
Try that's nice. Oh, you've left it in the sun, dried it out.
Yeah, beautiful.
It's quite crunchy.
Enjoying that?
Nice, very much so.
What have you got for me?
Well, I've got these.
What are they? The arancini ball?
I've done some hard work. These are quite hard to present. It's quite painful to get them, but these are arancini at sea.
Oh, wow. Quite chewy. And
no, they are quite chewy. Yeah.
Oh.
Yep. Yeah.
I love them balls.
Yeah. There's another one. Have that one as well.
There's two.
There's two. They come in pairs. You always have two.
Oh, you won't be having children.
Well, that's all I brought. What's your final one?
My final one. Try the sausage.
Have you got anything bigger? No. Hang on. I have.
Oh boy!
Oh my God!
That's terrible.
That was carry on. That was a carry on movie.
Oh wow!
Jesus.
Okay, what is your answer?
What is my answer? Look. He was in trouble. Whoever was lost at sea.
Yeah.
And he had to tighten up one of his hoses, and he got a bit of metal and wrapped it round and made it into a Jubilee clip, and then released it
Yeah, I was going to say the guy had so much time on his hands, he invented the Jubilee Clip while sitting in a boat or something, being lost at sea. That's what he did with his time. But you're saying he did it out of necessity.
Well, yeah, I imagine there's some sort of hoses on those inflatable boats or something, And why they call it the Jubilee, I'll be very interested to know, because that's got to have something to do with it.
Well, what is the answer, Sam?
Commander Lumley Robinson. During his World War I naval service, his boat was torpedoed and sunk in the North Sea by German submarine. He was in the water for more than 8 hours before he was rescued lost at sea. While in the Royal Navy, Commander Lumley Robinson regularly saw the need for a reliable hose clamp that would not slip, drip, or leak. Not long after leaving the service, Lumley invented the Jubilee Clip. No one knows why it's called the Jubilee Clip. You have been listening to Somehow Related with Glenn Robbins and Dave O'Neill.
Well,
I don't like to be critical, but
no one knows why I use the word Jubilee Clip.
that's disappointing.
Yeah.
And he's claiming lost at sea. If you're only there for a few hours, it's not really lost at sea.
Well, we don't know. We don't actually know.
Oh, he could have been lost for a little while, but, if you're going to be lost at sea, you want it 57 days.
Yeah. At least 8 hours, not like half an hour.
Yeah, it's like you're caught in traffic, really.
I think you just got a paddling around at Rosebud, by the sound of it. Or Lumley Robinson.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, with this joke I used to do about the tap, so the plumber came over and showed me how to fix the hose, right? And he said, you can do this now. He said, and I said, absolutely, I'm the son of a tradie. So every time it would happen, like Kieran would say, the bloody washing machine's blocked again. I go, that's all right, I'll do it. And so I'd put triple on really loud. I'd pull my pants down, the dog would be barking. I'm like a tradie, go get me Zoo magazine, couple of dimmies. I'm a proper tradie. And then when I finished, I said to the missus, all right, that's $150, or we can work out some other method of payment.
Nice.
And she wrote me out a check. Yeah. It bounced. Woo! Quality.